Hi there, welcome. Thank you for clicking on my video. Hope you stay till the end. In this video, I'm going to be drawing the monster, I think called Hologast, from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, in my own imagining. The book centers around a boy called Jacob, who, after experiencing his grandfather's death firsthand, takes a trip to the island where his grandfather grew up to see if he could uncover anything about his life. In the book, when Jacob finds his grandfather, he sees a monster near his grandfather in the woods where he finds him. And the monster is given this really great description and a really interesting, really great wording is used. It was just such a descriptive image that appeared in my head when I heard it, and I felt like I really wanted to give some life to that. I really wanted to draw it myself to see how I could, what take I could have on this. So this is my rendition of the Hologast, hollow creatures from the book. The passage of the book that first describes the hollows goes like this. There was no moon and no movement in the underbrush but our own, and yet somehow I knew just when to raise my flashlight and just where to aim it. And for an instant, in the narrow cut of light, I saw a face that seemed to have been transplanted directly from the nightmares of my childhood. It stared back with eyes that swam in dark liquid, furrowed trenches of carbon black flesh loose on its hunched frame. Its mouth hinged open grotesquely so that a mass of long, eel-like tongues could wriggle out. I shouted something, and then it twisted and was gone, shaking the brush and drawing Ricky's attention. I really love monsters. I'm a big fan of, creatures and, monster horror. So this description of this monster really stuck with me as this image that I have for a very scary monster, and I was really wow, that's so great, I really liked it. And the book did have a drawing of the monster, which was taken when Jacob is interviewed by police officers about what he saw. And it's done as a police sketch. And the art style is really interesting. I think it was drawn very well, but it didn't capture the essence of this creature. It was described so well with such good, descriptive language. And I really saw this in my head, and it felt too ordinary. It didn't feel enough like a creature. I suppose there is a certain horror element to something that looks almost human, but it just felt, I just had this idea of a more monstrous creature to go along with this description. So I felt like I'd give it my own go to kind of try to illustrate what I envisioned when I heard this description. So that's what I've been doing here. This kind of a figure is one that I've had in mind a lot when I was younger, especially, of what a creepy monster, what kind of scares me personally. And I did some drawings when I was a lot younger that kind of resemble this, with the very small eyes and the disproportionate, oddly long limbs. I had no idea where to go with the coloring on this. I wanted to make it sickly and blackened and rotting, but I don't have the best resources, so these markers are as good as you're going to get it. I went in with some light purple for a kind of like veiny effect. And then I went over that with a black pen to kind of put emphasis on it, to make them stand out a bit more. Tell me what you think of that. I'm not sure. I kind of like it. It looks a bit creepy, but maybe it would have been a bit scarier if it was just more of a solid color. It never mentioned much about the monster's figure, but I imagined this sagging, droopy, like kind of humanoid, but very long and very, very thin and weak arms, but a very large gut. That was just the image that I had in my head. And very small eyes. I really liked the description of the eyes. Let me see if I can find it again. Here it is, I found it. It stared back with eyes that swam in dark liquid. Like, that paints such a picture. Like, it's just such great wording. Here, what I'm doing is trying to give these bones that I kind of drew along the back, like color. I wasn't really sure with those. I wanted to give it a kind of spiny looking back, but my original idea was to just go over that with the grays and the blacks, to just make it seem like the flesh was stretched too tight over it, but I wasn't really sure how to illustrate that with my limited artistic skills, so I kind of just made them visible bones, like a weird outside the body spine. I'm not sure. I think it looks cool, but I don't know. Do you think I could have done something different here? Anyway, I just decided to fill in the rest of the monster with 3 different shades of gray, and like some like darker grays. The description said it was very blackened, but I felt like you wouldn't be able to see the shape or the details if I did it all in black, although it would have looked pretty creepy if I did. And I did end up doing the tongues all in black. I tried to do a few shades, so I hope you can see them individually and they don't kind of blend into each other too much. Also, I just want to apologize because I'm looking back over the footage and my head keeps popping into the frame. I've never set the camera up like this on a tripod. I'm always filming it with my hands kind of messily. So this is my first like time-lapse video of a drawing, because I'm usually a traditional artist, and it's kind of hard to film that. So I'm so sorry that my head keeps poking into the frame. I hope you can still enjoy it despite my hair disrupting your viewing experience. And there you have it. That is my take on the Holocaust from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I had a lot of fun with this, and I hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear what you think of it, so please drop a comment down below. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Nowhere, another YouTube channel. His work is really ethereal and it really inspired me to start this project as well, so please check him out if you want to see something kind of similar to this. Bye!